Welcome back to the League of NBA Pod. It's been a long time. New season, new motivations, new champs. Dre with the light skin pose. Zach with the fist comb. And Chris with the hair protection, as he calls it. You trying to normalize it, right? That's what you said?
Why are you rubbing your hands like you Birdman?
Back. Oh, all right.
Like you running something over here. He brought out the headphones like he was running something.
Hey, bro, it's because I want to make sure I'm hearing y'all's trash takes so I can take y'all down one by one. All right.
Max Kettleman.
Let's start things off with a little bit of news. What am I seeing right here? What am I seeing? Got some stuff written down. Marvin Bagley, his dad talking crazy about the King. Did y'all see that for real?
Yes.
Hold up. So his dad made a tweet, right?
Yes. Said, trade my son, please.
Hey, so in general, how do y'all feel about parents when they get involved with their grown sons?
Oh, that's what it really said?
Yes.
Like verbatim?
Yes. He said, trade my son.
Please.
And then he signed it Coach Bagley at the end.
Bro, what's going on?
No.
You see, he had 5 points against the Warriors the other night.
No.
That's his trade value?
He averaged 20 and 10 on a different team, man. That's what he's trying to tell you, man. That's the Pops was trying to tell you, bro.
And Shaka, it was super bizarre because he tweeted it. He then, took the tweet down, but then retweeted someone else tweeting the screenshot of the tweet.
Dude. What's
so
wrong
it's like, his dad?
He was trying to backpedal, but then it was already out there, so he was like, fuck it, double down.
You gotta embrace it.
Exactly.
Basically, yeah.
Hey, man, hey. The Kings actually have looked pretty decent at times this year to start the year. But
What?
They won't make the playoffs over there.
The Kings look bad, Shaka.
They had a good start, good first 2 games, whatever. All right.
They lost. Okay, I'm saying because they just lost twice in a row to the. I'm sorry, y'all. They just lost twice to somebody, and then they lost to the Kings. So it's not the Rockets beat them twice. The Rockets beat them twice in a row, and they lost to the Warriors. So I mean,
they're worse versions of Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson. They're not
big facts. All right. Other thing I want to bring up real quick is the Kevin Durant.
You don't like that one?
I don't. I'm not in love with that statement. But I get what you're going for. So
I mean.
Although De'Aaron Fox is because he's just as good as Ja Morant right now.
Obviously, he's not a scrub, but I mean, I still think that Ja's better.
I think Ja's better in terms of carrying a team from scoring and stuff, but just being a player. De'Aaron Fox
is not a wide gap. It's not a wide. It's not like a watered down great value version. It's like they're pretty
right.
Well, I take Jaren over Bagley, and I'm not high.
I think of course.
I mean Bagley's a trash bag.
I think Jaren's kind of gas though.
I think the Grizzlies are just more cohesive.
Yeah. What is that?
The Grizzlies are just more cohesive. The Kings don't really know what they're doing. We don't really know if Luke Walton's a good coach.
We know.
And also guys like Buddy Hield compared to Dillon Brooks. Buddy Hield might be a better player. I don't know. Guys like Dillon Brooks were 100% bought into what the Grizzlies are doing. Guys like Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, I question if they even want to be there. It's just kind of a bunch of talent on one team.
They just want to get paid. That's what they're there for. They're there for the checks and hopefully win a few games. But the pieces don't even fit, honestly. Harrison Barnes is not he's kind of worked his way out of Sacramento. He shouldn't be there in the first place. So it's just a weird, awkward, they're trying to make stuff fit, and it looks awkward. It feels awkward. So
for sure. All right, so the other piece of news is Kevin Durant will need to quarantine 7 days after the NBA's contact tracing initiative revealed that he has been exposed to COVID-19. I know Durant had COVID back in March or something, I think, already once. But so far, the league has been pretty safe with all the COVID testing. You guys have any general thoughts about how, the league has handled the situation so far in terms of making sure players are safe?
It's been good in my opinion. So what more can you do beyond what they're doing?
Yeah, no doubt.
I agree. You're not gonna replicate the bubble, so the only thing you can do is test and hope people follow the guidelines. So I think they're doing a good job.
Oh, for sure. Actually, the Nets are playing right now, right?
Game's
They'll
over.
be wrapping up.
Oh, they won that though, right?
That's 130-96.
Smackdown.
Bro, the Jazz are completely they're up and down so much. I don't know how to categorize them.
They're the early Atlanta Hawks, which will always be probably a pretty good regular season team, and get smacked up in the first or second round of the playoffs. Like, I can never be in limbo. So
I can definitely go along with that. Real quick, couple injuries, updates. So Spencer Dinwiddie underwent successful surgery on Monday to repair his right ACL. It's a terrible loss to the Nets. I don't know who meant more to them, Karis LeVert or Dinwiddie, but I do know they had a lot of depth in that guard position, so that kind of sucks. Especially for trades too. I know they would probably have been a big market for like a big move later in the season. Other piece of news is head coach Ryan Sanders says Towns' wrist will be evaluated early this week. I know the Timberwolves have been struggling without him. They got off to a good start, but I don't know. He needs to come back fast if they want any playoff hopes to stay alive. So, all right.
They're not going to win. I don't care what the hell these Towns either. They're not making playoffs. But continue.
Have you seen Ant-Man out there? Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Hey, man. This is between him and LaMelo for that Rookie of the Year. It's going to be an interesting race.
Whoa.
What?
I believe it's a big man in the Bay Area that's been balling.
Bay Area.
Wiseman does look good, though. And, hey,
he's the only rookie with a double-double.
That jumper wet.
That boy.
Nice.
He got an old school jumper.
That one is slow.
Hey, it's wet, though. It's wet, though.
It's nice. Speaking of Wiseman, Steph Curry with the 60 ball. We can go ahead and get things started, but real quick, you think Steph was responding to the haters? Like, what's up with all the Steph hate lately?
This is a significant injury with Alex Caruso. He's been out the last couple of games. When Caruso gets back, we're back to smacking dudes by 50 points a game. Go ahead, continue.
Speaking of Caruso, first game, our first team, first topic, Lakers, man. So really both the LA teams have had interesting starts. We'll get into the Clippers in a second, but from a resident Lakers fan, man, what are you seeing out there? Is it a good start to your title? Title
aspirations?
Aspirations.
Ain't an aspirate because we're champions, so don't disrespect us.
I'm going to say you're defending the title. What do you call it? You know what I mean.
Title defense.
Title defense. whatever. Anyways, how you guys looking, man?
Listen, because I know Chris is about to talk, but it doesn't matter because I'm the real Laker. He's a LeBron head. I'm a Laker, so I supersede whatever he's about to say. But the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, they look good. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's the first time we've had a scoring point guard since Nick Van Exel. We don't count D'Angelo Russell and his snitchery, so we're gonna win within the little box. We're gonna never, open that. But we haven't had a scoring point guard since Nick Van Exel, so it's always nice to see Schroeder out there, tearing up defenses and shooting pretty decent and having a pretty efficient year thus far. So that's good. It's a fairly deep team. We have way too many two guards, but they could, combine for some trade pieces. But the obvious glaring hole is that AD is soft. We know that. He doesn't want to play the 5. And that Marc Gasol can't guard his shadow. So unless it's Jokic or some big trotting center, it's going to be scary with them switches and them pick and rolls. So we do need a more agile, nimble center. But other than that, man, we look good, man. The team looking flowing well. It's a deep team. A lot of scoring. We sacrificed a lot of defense, but I think we should be able to outscore most teams. And when we dig down, it should be a pretty good situation.
Yeah, I was going to say, Marc Gasol, I was really big on that pickup coming into the season. But I think watching so far, I realized that, in the East, he may have been more valuable just for the landscape in terms of, the Embiids, the Giannis's, Brook Lopez's and stuff. I will be interested to see when he gets out there against, the Blazers and they're switching. The Nuggets have a lot of high pick and roll. We'll see.
Have you not seen it yet? It's disgusting.
It's early in the season, though. So, I was just like,
What do you mean? It doesn't get better. You get trapped around. You can't switch or follow anyone. He's getting worked in the worst way. And don't let it be a stretch 5. It's a wrap. So he's really only good for post defense
Yeah.
And most people just gonna stretch him out and change their personnel. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the pickup, especially if we're gonna pick him up, we shouldn't have lost to Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. You had to retain at least one of those. So but it is what it is. They look good. We can navigate into the buyout market, but we know what we need for like that.
What do you think so far, Chris?
I mean, I repeat a lot of the sentiments as far as what Dre said. I'm
nervous
right now, man. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they look good. I'm not nearly. I wouldn't even know if I would describe Dre's sentiments as concern, but I'm not. If it is, I'm not nearly as concerned as you are. I feel like, bro, they're gonna cruise the whole year. I'm not worried about Marc Gasol getting attacked on defense. Trez may be a bit worrisome. He's gonna have to play with AD on defense, but other than that, man, they really just look like they're cruising to me. Like they look like LeBron is just chilling out there having a good time. AD don't want to play center because right now he don't have to. Come playoff time, they're gonna be able to turn it on because they already have. And I really just, I don't know. I'm just not impressed with the field so far at all. So I'm really not worried at all, man. I like the additions that they made offensively, and in my mind, that's really one of the biggest things. If we can hold water offensively with LeBron or even with AD off the court, then we'll be fine. That's all I want to worry about.
So far, 5-2, only losses to the Trailblazers and of course the try-hard Clippers that only show up against LA, the Lakers. So yeah, I mean, the season's going pretty smooth, man. Let's see so right now they're playing the Grizzlies. That's why Chris and Dre may seem a little preoccupied.
Bro, I don't know why this game is so close. I don't understand. Talon Horton Tucker just got banged on. Like, what's going on, bro?
Taylor Horton Tucker. Hey, I'll actually last thing about them. Actually, I'll go over to you, Zach. But the other guy, Wes Matthews. Seeing guys like him,
he looks like a washing machine.
Playing his customary 20 minutes. Who else they had just randomly on their team? Who's another guy? I don't know. But yeah, Zach, any overall thoughts? I know you had a lot of thoughts about Schroeder going into the season. Has he lived up to what you expected?
Yeah, man, he's been good for him. I think the Lakers, I completely agree with Chris Collins that basically they're going to cruise into the playoffs. They're probably going to be 1 or 2 seed, and they're really just focused on the playoffs. The Lakers they had some changes around the edges, but they still kept the core strong, and the Lakers are the number 1 contender. So,
hey, what's Trez been on? What's the overall thoughts on him so far?
He's wearing furry shoes. He's getting his shot blocked and then getting dunked on.
He was getting dunked on with the Clippers, so that's no different.
No, but I never seen a sequence where he got his shot like completely tossed, came down like he tried to make up for getting his shot tossed and just got punched. It looked bad, but Trez, I feel like Trez is gonna be Trez.
Yeah, that's effort out there. That's all that means. That's effort.
He's built to play in the Western Conference where teams aren't as big, and I feel like it's a lot more kind of open court type team. So he'll be fine.
Okay. Let's go across the hall to that Clippers team. Let me pull up their record. So Clippers are also 5-2. Only losses coming to the Jazz and the Mavericks. It was the Mavericks, right? Yeah. It was 124-73. Of course, we all remember that 50-point blowout. Overall thoughts about the Clippers so far? I guess we go back up to the top, Dre. What do you think about your team? It's your second team.
Oh, you talking about the little stepbrothers and trash bags? Oh, yeah. Cool. Man, the Clippers are like the Clippers, honestly, man. Obviously a talented team, but they ain't really got that fire to and that equalizer to kind of bring them together. Like, we see that Kawhi Leonard doesn't really do anything other than play basketball. Like, he's not going to give you any type of morale or vigor. Paul George is out there getting verbally abused by everybody.
The Devin Booker joint? What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. No one has any type of respect for Paul George anymore. So, He's trying to get his game back from the Monstars.
Bro, see what happened was last playoffs when Seth Curry called him a bitch ass and got away with it. That was a wrap. That was it. That was the last straw.
Yeah.
Bro, he still gave Booker like 40 though.
That's what I'm saying. He was smacking him, and he's still talking crazy to you. What's going on?
But Devin Booker has a history of talking crazy to people. Like he doesn't care.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a huge deal, honestly. Like if Paul George could play more inspired, more angry, more whatever he needs to do to kind of bring that dog out, I'm all for it, honestly. Like I said, I've always been a fan of the Paul George, Kawhi Leonard tandem. I feel like they really would have benefited from Rondo for the addition of a veteran presence who could have stabilized them when things get kind of crazy. I love the Surge addition. I think he fits very well with them. I think they picked up without having to lose much with Montrez, even though he was the sixth man of the year. Surge still fills their role very well. They still have a pretty gaping hole at point guard as far as finding them facilitators. They're really running Paul George as like a primary ball handler, which is fine, but he's not really the greatest facilitator. So they have to find a blend of who's going to like not take shots, but put people in the right spots. And I feel like that should be a main thing they look for at the trade deadline or at that buyout market. So, but they look good. Clippers have been the Clippers.
For sure. I know they talked about running the triangle offense to help with the facilitation and just the overall playmaking of the team. But
that's pretty. Sorry, I would say that's pretty gross from Dre over there.
Says gross. What do you mean?
Just the fact that last year you were a Clippers fan, and when they melted down in the playoffs, he completely just slithered his way out of that, and now the Clippers suck.
The Clippers will always suck, but no, they never sucked. Honestly, they were always a good team. They were a super talented team. Like there's no way they should have lost to the Nuggets. Let's all be honest there.
Yeah. Were you not a Clippers fan last year though?
No, I'm not a Clippers fan. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Paul George, I like Paul George's game. I think Kawhi Leonard is a beast.
It's time to downgrade Kawhi Leonard, by the way, too. We got to all reevaluate.
Kawhi's a dog. He's top 5.
Downgrade him to what? What was he before?
Like right. I think some people had him in like the top 3, kind of. He's more of like a 5 to 7 range.
He's definitely top 5.
He's top 5.
You're tripping.
You can't name 5 better than Kawhi Leonard.
You're tripping.
It depends on how you feel about AD because you got LeBron, of course.
AD's not in my top 5. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you got LeBron, of course. You got Harden, of course. You got KD, of course. You got Harden, of course.
You said Harden twice.
Yeah, you did say Harden twice.
And really?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
I'll take Kawhi over Harden. Sorry.
I don't know, though.
I do.
I think it's close, bro.
Oh, no, I'll take Kawhi over Harden any day.
And you got Curry. Curry's better than Kawhi.
Any day.
I still take Kawhi over Steph, too. Sorry.
Yeah. And that's why you wouldn't have a job. That's why you wouldn't have a job for too long.
I guess I don't know how we're talking about it, but I mean, the Kawhi and Steph is interesting, but Kawhi and Harden, Kawhi easy.
I mean, I just seen Kawhi choke against the Nuggets. I don't see what the difference is.
I watched James Harden choke for damn near 10 years.
Right, same
what
deal.
What are you talking about? Right. I've watched
Kawhi come through though.
Exactly.
In the best situations possible.
In the best culture.
And James Harden didn't have really good situations to come through at least one time. Come on, get out of here, bro.
No.
He was set. Do I have to bring it up again? 2018, he was set up to have a legacy game twice. You got 2 chances. If you're that guy, win me 1 game, period. And you know what he did in return?
All right, Kawhi said one guy win me 1 game against the Nuggets.
You know what he gave
3-1.
You know what he gave us in return? One of the worst 3-point shooting performances in modern history. And he was
Kawhi.
I agree with that.
No,
second what Chris is saying.
It's what happens, bro. Like he drops 40 and 50 in the regular season, and when the postseason comes, he don't do that. Meanwhile,
I give you that.
Over here dropping 50, but I can't count on Harden to do that same thing. But it's supposed to be one of the greatest scorers ever. When's the last time he dropped 40 in the postseason in a playoff game?
That's fine, bro. Look,
I need to go check.
All that is fine, but the problem with what you're saying is, I think peak Kawhi is better than peak Harden. That's easy, but this is not peak Kawhi though. We're talking about today. Kawhi's not the defender he used to be. He's obviously hobbled. Like, the clip is coming for that man. I'm going to be honest. Like, his body's not holding up well. It's just not, bro.
This is gonna be a trash take in about 3 months.
If we really think about it, his body has never held up well. That's why he played well with the Spurs. They kept him out. When he went to the Raptors, they agreed to keep him out. Same thing with the Clippers.
He's still top 5 to 7 right now. I'm not saying he's gonna fall off this season. I'm saying like 3. That's why the Clippers' whole situation, nobody wants to talk about it, but the Clippers are screwed. Like, they're not going to win a title. They traded away their future. In 3 years, this team – in 3 years, I'll guarantee you that in 3 years, the Clippers as we see them today –
it might look bad. It might –
They will not be this team. It will be broken up.
I mean, Paul George walking around with 2 bionic shoulders. I mean, come on, man. The shot player's got to be bad.
Man, what's up? I hate for Paul George, bro.
I like Paul. Paul George is a good player, but I mean,
Paul George should be better.
Not a good player. He's an all-star, my brother.
Paul George should be better than he is.
He serves up
his own
jokes on a platter. His own downfall. He just gives it to you by the stuff he said. He gives it to you on a platter. Like, you can't. I mean, Paul George is cool, but it's like I don't know. He has no self-awareness or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Jimmy Butler was not
Come on, Brian.
Yeah, I saw you just hit
him with that fadeaway. He said it's too little.
That's the dagger.
I would say y'all won. It's over with.
That's the dagger.
Man. No, bro, listen. My biggest beef with Paul George is not – I always feel like Paul George should be a better player than what he is, man. I always do.
I agree with that.
And Shaq disagrees with me, but I think he should be in that conversation with those top forwards, and he's just a step below. And I don't know. I just always
How did he let Jimmy Butler pass him up again?
Jimmy Butler's not better than him. Jimmy Butler's not better than him. Stop.
But Paul George couldn't have did what Jimmy Butler did in the playoffs.
That's all I'm saying is Jimmy Butler elevated in the toughest moments. He did more than I ever thought Jimmy Butler could.
He did like that
several 40-point games when they needed it. Like,
just because he elevated. Okay, so using that same type of logic, that means Jimmy Butler's better than James Harden.
Bro, what? Shaka. What?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
How is he better than Paul George?
He's not.
All I'm saying is that he let him pass him up for a moment. Maybe he's not better overall.
No, he just had a great finals run. That's it.
Wherever Jimmy Butler goes, they win.
That's not true.
They actually do. It is true.
No, facts. It's facts. Listen. When he was in the playoffs, when he went to Minnesota, he carried them to the playoffs, and he was an MVP candidate for a little bit. Then he went to Philly. They had their best season they're probably ever going to have. Sorry, Zach.
But what they do?
That was not our best season we ever had.
Talking about.
No.
When the jump shot's not falling for Paul George, bro, he turns into a shell of himself. He goes to take his ball and go home. Jimmy Butler, the shot's not falling. At least he's going to show up. He's going to be some assists. He's going to guard the team's best player. He's going to try to make some stuff happen.
The problem with y'all's argument, in my opinion,
Paul George ain't won either. So what do you?
I was like, what is Paul George won? He's tough everywhere he's been.
He's been to 2 conferences. He's been to 2 conferences.
Oh my God!
Way back.
That's fine, but hear me out though. Stop acting like Jimmy Butler carried the Heat. He did not carry the Heat. He wasn't carrying.
He had a great team.
Like, I'm saying it was
Paul George had a great team when he went to the conference finals too. Also, hear me out.
No, the Pacers team back then.
They were not loaded, bro.
They were good.
For the NBA back then, they were a very good team.
Roy Hibbert,
before the complete league, the 3-pointers, they were a very good team, bro. Roy Hibbert was an all-star.
I don't know what Dre's talking
That's
about.
the problem, bro. Roy Hibbert was an all-star, bro.
He was good, bro.
Hey, no, but Zach, hear me out. So you want to bring up those conference finals? I really think they're kind of overrated in a certain way. And hear me out on this. I think that since Paul George had the excuse of having to guard LeBron when he didn't show up offensively, because he didn't a lot of the time, we kind of paired it like, well, he has to guard LeBron and he can't do everything. But if we think about it, he hasn't really showed up hardly ever consistently. Like,
are we still going to talk about the Thunder team when he completely just laid in there?
We're not going to talk about that. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the 5 points in the closeout game.
Can't defend that one.
Because Russ said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna shoot 40 times."
But his shoulders hurt. Well, if you get out there and play, I want to hear it. Once you step on that court, you should be ready to play. Otherwise, don't step on the court.
All right, so look. The year Jimmy Butler last year in the playoffs, he averaged 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Great numbers, 48% from field, 34% from 3. Paul George his year, and I haven't even pre-looked at these. I'm reading these off live.
What year? Last year?
No, Paul George, the year they went to the conference final.
Why are we comparing those numbers? Why are you comparing that?
I'm just trying to see who played better. Like, I just feel like
the ages are way different, but all right.
So Paul George's numbers should be better than that, based on.
He's 23 at the time, but he averaged 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. So, shot 40% from 3 on 6 attempts, shot 43% from the field. So, I mean, they're pretty comparable. I'm saying, like, neither one of them cared. Both of them played on good teams. Like,
all right, so we'll wrap this up. I'm just going to say this. Is Jimmy Butler a star, right?
Yeah.
Paul George is a star, right? So they're in the same category.
Paul George should be a superstar, though. I feel like
he's not, though.
Paul George, if you look at like just like his skill set, his body, like all of that, he should be a superstar. Dude's like 6'9", 6'10", got a chop, has a handle. Like he should be better than he is. And I mean, I guess it really is just the playoff struggles, because if he performed in the playoffs, obviously we'd have him higher and he'd be rightfully in that top 5 to 7. That's where I think he should belong. That's where I think his talent dictates that. Like peak Paul George has the talent to be that.
Oh, bro,
he wasn't an MVP candidate, bro. So he's an all-star for sure. Like him.
His last year in OKC, he was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate and an MVP candidate.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Jimmy's averaging 10 points per game right now, bro.
Jimmy's only played like 2 games.
Jimmy doesn't look good right now.
He's not playing. He hasn't played like in 2 weeks.
They're not in the same category, bro.
He's played 4 games, bro. He's played 4 of their 6 games.
All right, here's my point to you. All right.
So what are you talking about, sir?
Why does one have more of an impact? Why does the worst player have a clear cut greater impact?
The dog in him.
And Paul George is averaging 25 points per game, 50% from the field, 49% from.
You know what it is, though. You know what it is.
7 games.
It's because Paul George is definitely a better player. I'm not arguing that. But in terms of just like basketball IQ, carrying a team, and just playmaking and stuff, Jimmy has more tangibles, bro. So he can like carry a good team better. But back to the Clippers. How far is this team gonna go, man? Did they make some more moves or what? I do really like the addition of Luke Kennard over what's his name? Landry. That's a clear upgrade. That was pretty nice.
Second round.
Obviously, Ibaka is nice. Second round?
Here's the thing. I got to stick to my prediction that I made earlier about the Suns making the conference finals. Okay?
Oh, my God. Let that go, dude.
I said it, and I'm sticking to it.
The Suns look good, but yeah, I'll say
they look good.
I think the Clippers won't lose to nobody but the Lakers.
That's what I'm thinking.
Conference final.
Unless they end up as like a 3 seed or something, and then they run into the Lakers in the second round. The Lakers are the ones.
Hey, Lou Williams is shot, dude.
Mavericks team.
They will not lose to the Suns, though. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Right.
I will 100% guarantee you they will not lose a playoff series to this.
But
Suns
I would
team.
love that. That would be
it'd be fun
series to watch.
But the Suns just don't have enough.
I agree.
I want to see this Clippers versus Blazers series.
I'm calling it all for rape.
No, but look, Chris, the problem with that prediction is the Suns have no one to guard the Clippers' best players, and the Clippers have people that like he's gonna have Devin Booker will have Kawhi and Paul George on him all.
Yeah, he's had it on a couple. They've guarded him before, and he's dropped buckets on him before. Like
he's no Luka.
He's no Luka.
I mean, okay, and that's fair, Dre. That's fair, but. And I believe this is based on my belief. I believe that Devin's going to elevate in the playoffs. I believe he's that type of dude.
I agree.
So
and coming off last season, bro,
they're going to stop.
I don't think he's going to elevate enough to get that dub over the Clips, though. My opinion.
And coming off last season too, Chris. Think about that though. Like Kawhi, like bro,
they're not dogs, bro. Like you making it sound
Kawhi's a dog. Kawhi's a dog.
Huh?
Kawhi's a dog.
Kawhi's a dog in and of his own self, but he's not going to radiate into a team. He does.
You have to believe the Clippers are gonna make another move before the season's over, bro.
Oh, they have to.
Also, I like the addition of Nick Batum too. He came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was a low-key sneak. I like that. I want him for the Lakers, honestly.
Another person to put on Devin Booker.
Why have the Lakers make this game close, bro?
No, they haven't.
It's
94-92. They were about like 8.
Okay. Whew.
Hey, do you have any words for your Suns team before we move on?
You talk about me?
Yeah.
I know. I like how they're playing, man. Like Chris Paul, put some respect on his name. I know nobody in this pod has been disrespecting the point guy, but I mean, listen, he changes franchises. This is what he does.
That's what
slowest pace in the league.
For.
They do have the slowest pace in the league, but I don't think that's going to continue. I think they're going to be down there, but I don't think it's going to be the worst.
It's definitely going to continue.
Yeah, bro. That's how they're winning because Chris Paul is just controlling the game.
Yeah, possession by possession. I don't know.
Because Chris Paul and Devin Booker haven't even played that well, to be honest with you. Like, they're not dominating. Like, I think the Suns are going to tail off because their role players won't continue to play this well.
I wouldn't say that because on the same category where you just said, I think Chris Paul's playing well. Devin Booker's not shooting well. I think that's going to catch. It's going to turn around a little bit. He hasn't been shooting well.
I don't think Chris Paul's playing bad. I just think he's not like it's not like Chris. It's not like the Nets, where like Kyrie and KD are baby. When they win, Kyrie and KD are doing it.
I mean that's true, but I mean it's just like, I don't like that comparison just because different team makeup. Like the Suns have another potential All-Star player and DeAndre. I don't.
We'll see.
And their bench is crazy too. I love their bench. Love their bench.
No, they're deep. They're definitely deep. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hop across the conference. Philadelphia 76ers, Zach's team. 6-1. Is that the best record in the league?
I swear to God, we do too much. Yeah. I swear to God, we do too much.
Only losses to the Cavs, which is just a random loss.
No one beat. It's okay.
No one beat. Man.
It's the Cavs.
Hey, we should talk about Sexland. I'm about to sneak that in before we get out of here. But Zach, what's been going on up in North Philly? What was it? Is it North Philly? South Philly? Where's the stadium at?
Where's the stadium at? Hey,
you don't know.
None of your business. Again, I'm be honest. I don't know what region of Philadelphia stadium's in. Kill me. Okay, whatever. I'm from Kansas City. You feel me?
What's Embiid and Simmons been?
Know that. No, Embiid, Simmons has been. I mean, they've been playing well. To be honest, it's been a team effort. We got the best defense in the NBA right now, and we're knocking down open threes. Like it's not.
The reason you're winning is because Seth Curry.
Yeah, no. Seth Curry's played really well.
Danny Green.
Big reason.
How many more?
No. Honestly, the reason we're winning games, I think it comes down to one. Obviously, defense is good, and two, if Tobias Harris is gonna earn his money, we're gonna win games.
That's true.
Like whenever Tobias is gonna give you 20 plus on efficiency, we're gonna be hard to beat, and that's just my honest opinion. So. That combined with the fact that Embiid's passing out of double teams way better. Granted, we have not played an NBA contending defense yet. So we haven't played the Lakers. We haven't played Phoenix.
And you haven't even played a single playoff team yet this year.
We played one playoff team in theory.
Are they really a playoff team? Some of the Raptors?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I wonder if the Raptors playing in Tampa Bay is affecting them. But anyway, that's a side note. But
played a couple playoff teams.
Have we? I don't think we really have. But
a couple of them. That's wishful thinking on my part.
Ooh,
our schedules.
The Brody.
Oh no.
And the Magic are going to make the playoffs too.
Yeah,
that's debatable. But but yeah, man. But to be honest, it's just a combination. We haven't played a great schedule yet, but. We look good, man. We're hitting shots. Guys are hitting shots. The defense looks great, of course. And Tobias Harris is playing well. So when Tobias is going to give you 20 plus on efficiency, we're going to be hard to beat. He's looking like an all-star.
Seth Curry is shooting 54% from three.
That helps too as well. But
Dante DiVincenzo shooting
averaging 15 in 4 career year.
Oh
that'll go down. But I think Ben Simmons will begin to score more as well. So I think
Ben's at 13 right now.
Yeah.
You said what?
Like, huh?
What'd you say, Trey? I heard you hating over there.
More threes, space on the floor.
But yeah, I think Ben Simmons has scored so much less because Seth Curry's hitting so many shots. It's like,
okay, that's what we're going.
But yeah, it's simple. No, for real though. Like they're hitting so many threes right now. Over the last 3-4 games, it's like he ain't even had opportunity to do his thing. As soon as he passes it, it's money.
I mean, but hey, he gonna stay around 46 to 50%. It's gonna come down a little bit, but it's not gonna come down a lot.
Yeah, it won't drop below 45.
He's been shooting 46% for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it'll be around
46, 48, 46, 49, 56. What are you talking about, Drake?
56
below.
He's shooting 56 right now. That's gonna come down a little bit.
Yeah.
Seth Curry's the third best shooter in the NBA.
What's Dwight been giving y'all?
Oh, and Dwight's been awesome. I'm gonna use a white boy word. Dwight has been awesome.
You needed 6 points, 6 rebounds. How many minutes? In only 14 minutes. That's pretty solid.
But look, the
championship pedigree,
bro. The reason why Dwight is so imperative is the same thing with the Lakers. It's like the shot blocking and the rim protection for the defense. He can give you 15 minutes of what Joel's give. It's like it's no drop off. Like regardless, we're gonna play defense. So I think, and just the culture, like Dwight is, for him being such a weirdo for most of his career and like being just strange, he's like really found a way to be helpful to a culture now. Like after every home game, him and the young guys out there shooting. He's out there shooting jumpers with the young guys or some of the, you know what I'm saying, getting up threes.
I did see him getting up threes, but Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons after one of the home games, bro.
You know the rim was scared, bro. A lot of bricks.
After every home game, though, he's bringing out guys and they're working out after the game. Like I know that's not a huge deal, but it's just like we didn't see that in previous years. We didn't have that veteran leader that was really just being a cheerleader for guys. Like it matters.
I'll say this too. I think you guys finally have the depth you need to make some noise, specifically at the wings. Because Seth Curry's essentially a guard. I mean, he's not playing the point. You got guys like Shake Milton out there, Furkan Korkmaz. I've always been a fan of him.
I'm gonna tell you this:
Mike Scott.
if Furkan Korkmaz and Shake Milton are legit this season, watch out. We're getting the ring. It's over.
Oh, ring!
Wow!
Oh wow!
Y'all won't get out the East.
So, Dre, what do you think about
Conference
the Sixers so far? Where do you put them in terms of the East hierarchy?
I think they're currently at number 2 with the potential to drop down to number 3. But I don't think they get any lower than 3. So
you got up there to 1 and 2.
I mean, it's obvious. Brooklyn is 1. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, I said it.
What?
I said it.
I did it start.
Watching
mute him.
I don't see how they can beat or Milwaukee.
Mute him.
They can't defend.
That's the problem.
They can't defend, bro.
No, Brooklyn's gonna be in the finals. I'm not worried about that. And then you got Milwaukee, the trash bags. You know what I'm saying, with Giannis in them.
How are they gonna stop teams from scoring?
Defend bro, they'll be fine. I promise you they'll be fine.
That's your answer. They'll be fine.
Drake.
I'm saying they'll be fine, bro. First of all, they have DeAndre Jordan played way too much. They trying to appease Kyrie and KD right now by DeAndre Jordan being out there.
Jared Allen's not a lockdown defender, bro. He's
not.
No, he did play big minutes today, and he got a good win. Because DeAndre Jordan only played like 9 minutes today.
That's what I'm saying. DeAndre Jordan's playing too much. They trying to keep Kyrie and KD happy, but once they figure out that he's not as good as they think he is, he's diminished with the window, and their defense will get better. And right now, they just trying to figuring things out. Like they're not meshing, but they're fine. I promise you, they're fine.
Bro, the two problems with that. One, the reason why they won't get to the finals is I've watched Jared Allen in the playoffs have to go against a big man that can score and beat, and he had his way. Giannis will have his way with him. He's not stopping nothing. They're weak inside. Two, they're a bad 2 weeks in a row away from completely imploding. Like let's not act like they're not.
They're good.
They have 2 head cases. They have Easy Money Sniper, who's just thin-skinned, great, normal guy though, and they have Kyrie Irving, who's completely off the rails. We have no idea what's going on with him.
So you got
it's really disappointing when it comes to basketball. KD, you ain't got to worry about him. But
you know he gonna hoop, but I also can see KD getting fed up with Kyrie and the weird. Like KD comes off like he's normal, bro. Like he's normal, and Kyrie Irving is weird.
Kyrie Irving's already taking way more shots.
Yeah,
Katie's already like.
Kyrie do be letting them fly, dude.
How many L's is he gonna take?
It's also Nash though. Nash don't want to stagger them for some stupid reason.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Things out, because he's an idiot. But anyway, once they start figuring things out, they got the potential to be perfectly fine. And I think it will naturally weed himself out. The only thing that worries me is Nash. Nash is doing a lot of stupid stuff to start off, but I think he's just experimenting because the East is trash.
That's the only thing that concerns you.
Is Nat, bro? First of all, how you know that was even Nash's decision? As Kyrie said, it's going to be a collaborative effort.
And that's what worries me. The fact that Kyrie can say something like that.
Kyrie Irving, actually, no way. He's a great guy. He just gave money to some HBCUs. Let me say that.
What does that mean?
He's a great guy, but he will sink this shit.
I don't think so. But
before he's done.
Respectfully, I mean, I can disagree with what y'all have, which is fine. I still got Brooklyn 1. I got Milwaukee, the trash bags. The notorious underachievers, Milwaukee Bucks at number 2.
Best offense in the league. Best offense in the league.
Kyrie's burning Sage and KD's burning Kush.
They do not embody Paul George, bro.
No. Milwaukee embodies Paul George.
Bro, that's Drew Holiday pickup has been very important, man.
Oh, he's been hooping, bro.
I feel like it's kind of going to give kind of the same effect that Kawhi going to the Raptors did. Mainly, it allows those guys that are with him.
Whoa.
No, let me finish. It allows those guys to not be relied on consistently. Like Chris Middleton, I don't think is a championship number 2. Do you?
No.
I don't think Drew. I don't know if Drew Holiday is a championship number 2.
Neither of them are. They're both kind of like in that 2 to 3 range, but I feel like they can kind of help each other's inconsistency, especially Drew Holiday with Chris Middleton. That's just what I think, bro.
I'll say it's about Chris Middleton. In terms of like offensive scoring, when number 2s go, I mean, he has the whole package. Like he can do everything. It's just like, will he do it? Will he show up every time? I think Drew Holiday takes some pressure off to Chris's point.
If you could package Middleton for Butler straight up, like I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. What? I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it because of the shooting you would lose.
I wouldn't do it this thing.
It's very important around Giannis to have the shooting.
They need it, Jimmy.
I'm telling you, time and time again, Dre proves why he wouldn't last more than 2 seasons as an NBA like they're gonna fire you, bro. They're gonna fire you.
Hear me out.
No, I don't want to.
Right. You still have shooting. You got to surround Giannis with shooting because he refuses to like develop that jump shot. Like he's trying.
All right.
No, it's coming. It's just slow, bro. It's gonna take time.
He's just a back-to-back MVP, but okay, go ahead. Go on.
That's what I'm saying. But his jump shot is ass though. You think it's wet or something?
It's not horrible, bro. It's not horrible.
I watched Ben Simmons every other night.
They would have went past the anyway. All right, whatever.
I watch Ben Simmons every other night, bro. So my mind's a little different.
Fair. Yeah, 2 trash bags on the court. But anyway, but like okay, so they need someone who's like an equalizer who can calm shit down, bro. Like we obviously see Middleton nuts up every time, on time every time.
No, he doesn't.
Giannis can't do anything but go to the hole and spin to the left and try to do a layup. So I think Jimmy Butler will be an equalizer around shooters. He can divvy it out, be like a point forward and all that. I think that's Chris Middleton ain't it. That's all I'm saying. Like Chris Middleton is not going to be the person who gets you over the hump.
Here's my point. Here's my thing with that, Dre, is that Chris Middleton in the playoffs has shown that he shows up like and gets his points every other game. It's just the fact that like it's those games in between. Game.
You just can't rely on him consistently to.
He definitely torched the Heat in a couple of those games last year.
How much is Chris Middleton making? What do you mean you picked him?
He makes like $28 million.
That's the point. The entire point.
He's paid actually lower than what he's worth. High key.
Who?
Middleton, bro. You got guys like Tobias making more money than Chris Middleton.
That don't no.
He's better,
hey, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
No.
Right now, but look.
You think Tobias makes better than Chris Middleton?
Shocking. Two.
No. Stop the pod, bro. Are you drunk, bro? Chris Middleton.
I'm not a Chris Middleton fan, bro.
Oh my god. You said Tobias makes better than Chris Middleton.
Zach, what do you think?
All right. A year ago, I would have said Tobias, but Chris Middleton's clearly better.
Talk about laying the egg. You see Tobias in the playoffs last year? Oh my god.
That was worse. No, I'm being honest. I like Tobias, but I think Chris Middleton can just give you more. It's just like
he can pass.
Offensively, he can just give you more. Like he shoots better. He's better in the mid range.
He shoots Tobias, way better, Dre. Don't do that. Don't do that. But he shoots like Kevin Durant on all spots on the floor.
He shoots better, and it's like Tobias is a little stronger inside, but it's like he's not that strong to where it's like he's just a beast in the paint.
Chris Middleton's a 50% mid range shooter, dude. 40
Tobias
and 3.
And then on defense, I think they're comparable.
No, they're not. Chris Middleton's definitely better defender.
No, Tobias has been. I mean, Traditionally, but Tobias Harris has been really impressive on defense this year.
He's not bad on defense, but I say Chris is actually good on defense.
Sometimes.
No, Tobias Harris is good on defense, bro. Like I think it's comparable. Tobias
I've seen both of them guard Kawhi, and I would say Chris Middleton did okay at best, but Tobias was getting worked, bro.
When did you see Tobias guard Kawhi?
Get worked by Kawhi though. Come on, bro.
When did you see Tobias guard Kawhi?
I thought I saw in the regular season last year. He didn't guard him in the regular season though.
Who cares, bro? We played the Clippers once. He played against the Clippers twice.
All right, Tobias is okay, bro. Here's my point to you: Zach. When it comes to just scoring the basketball, which is what they're both here to do,
Chris is better.
Clearly.
But never base somebody's contract work because, he's making more. Like, okay.
No, I'm not saying he's making more.
No, I'm talking about Shaka. I'm talking about Shaka when he said he's underpaid because Tobias, okay.
I'm saying he's underpaid because there's a lot of guys.
John Wall makes more than both of them. So half the league's underpaid.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying the fact that, like, most guys in that position are making $30+ million.
Yeah, because you're a forward that can score. It's not a lot of those.
It's 6'8". Yeah. He's comparable to Jason Tatum, bro. I remember we got in an argument the other day. But, like,
stop.
You reaching.
Please. Okay. We've been doing this for years.
Because Tatum showed up against the Heat in the playoffs too last year. He played average to what he normally does. He didn't.
Just like Middleton did, right?
Huh?
Just like Middleton did, right?
Middleton played average last year too against the Heat. He wasn't the problem.
How old is Middleton, bro?
He's 29.
Okay, how old is Tatum?
23.
I'm not saying Tatum's not gonna be a better player. I'm talking about right now, dude.
Okay. I'm just saying, bro. You talking about him not showing up? He's a kid, bro. Middleton's a grown man who's still trash, bro.
He is not a kid. He's not a kid. He's not a kid. Stop saying that.
He's 23. What are you talking about?
He's not a kid. Stop calling him a kid. He's making $25 million a year.
Oh, but also too, Middleton's definitely like top 10. He's like top 15 in the league, top 17, 18, around that range.
I like how he had to change. He said top 10. He had to change it.
I was gonna say top 10 his position. I was like, that's not even an achievement. Of course he's top 10. He's like top 5 in his position.
So he averaged 25, 6, and 6 against the Heat last year in the series.
Who did?
Chris Middleton on 41% from the field.
He didn't. It's below. Don't like that.
The film was definitely lower than what you would want from him. But in terms of the overall performance, he didn't play bad. Like, he was the best player on the Bucks in the series last year.
And that's why they lost.
That's exactly why they lost. But that also comes down to Bud. Which, speaking of the Bucks, we're not even talking about the Bucks today. I will say they look a lot different on offense this year. So I want to see where that goes. Different pod. We'll talk about that.
And Tatum averaged 26, 9, and 6 on 41% from the field.
Thank you.
So it's very comparable.
It's not. It's not. Please say the numbers again, Zach.
26, 9, and 6 on 41% from the field. So like he averaged, he got more rebounds, but they shot the same.
And more.
They both averaged 26.
No, they both had 6 assists, I thought.
No, he said 26 and 5, 26, 5 and 5, didn't you?
You said 24, 25.
He said 26 for Chris Middleton, 6 assists, and like 5 rebounds.
No, you made them numbers up.
No, he said 25, 5, and 5 or something like that. Yeah.
That's basically what I just said. What are you talking about?
He averaged 25, 6, and 6 on 41% from the field. He shot a little better. He was a little more efficient because he shot like 34% from 3, and Tatum shot 30. But either way, it was.
Yeah, but then one is getting the majority of the defensive attention, and the other is not.
Who?
Tatum.
I don't know.
No, that's about even, dude. Because the Celtics had more guys out there who were like,
no, I don't care about more guys. When you play this,
same Celtics, attention, bro. Same attention.
Tatum is at the top, and when you play the Bucks, Giannis is at the top. Period.
No, look, no. I disagree.
What?
I disagree with that. 100% disagree. It's not the same because it's about the same.
I'm not saying it's the same, but I'm
saying the Celtics had a 1A, 1B. In the playoffs last year, Kemba was a 1A. It was 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
Because Kemba was killing at one point.
He took the same amount of shots.
Hey, he took over the Sixers series. But, yeah. I mean, it was 1A, 1B.
I didn't have
but I'm telling you, but it matters because of the context of the series. So coming into the series, if Kemba's averaging 30 a night, are the Heat not going to pay attention to him? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, he was they both were a focus.
Bro, Jimmy Butler guarded both.
But here's if
both of them were not Giannis. Neither one of them are. We're arguing about BS, but neither one of them are Giannis. So now
I'm nitpicking, but you said 1A, 1B. Chris Middleton is a clear 2. It's just that. It's a nitpick, but
He's really a 3.
No, Chris Paul is a clear 2 because look, the Celtics don't have a Giannis.
I'm talking about like from
the Celtics don't have a Giannis guy. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about.
And Giannis missed 2 games.
Attention point. Chris Middleton is the second guy you're worried about.
All right, whatever, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I'm saying when you have 3 guys that give you heavy offensive input, you're worried about 3 people heavy. So it's like you can't double, triple team Jason Tatum because there's 2 other people on the court with him that you're worried about.
Jaylen Brown, all them.
So I'm saying, don't act like he's getting Giannis attention or he's getting LeBron attention or he's getting Embiid attention.
Yeah.
I mean,
no. The Celtics doubled the hell out of Embiid in the playoffs last year. It was crazy.
They double, triple teamed him. And yeah, that's not even – he was getting Giannis attention. But anyway.
Anyways, all right. Back to what we were talking about. We were talking about the Sixers, but I guess we kind of got the picture on them. I do want to talk about the Nets and the Raptors real quick, but last question about the Sixers, Zach. Should Matisse Thybulle, should he be worried? Is he going to be traded? He's not playing right now.
He's been
real
playing.
Quick, in about a minute. Oh, he's played the last game?
Well, because Furkan Korkmaz and Mike Scott are both hurt. He's played the last 2 games. He played the last 2 games and he played well. He shot – I think he should have been worried, but the game against the Hornets, he shot like 3 for 3 from 3. Like, I don't know. It's tough. Like it will be interesting to see if he can beat out Furkan for his minutes because Matisse Thybulle's defensive capabilities are very valuable. I mean, any guy that can get you guaranteed 2 live ball turnovers a game in like 15 to 17 minutes, like he's creating 2 possessions. That's pretty valuable. So it'll be interesting. Just gonna see whether his shots fall or not. Because if he can't make open threes, he can't play. Like we can't afford anybody else that can't shoot.
No doubt. All right, so 2 more things to talk about these worried teams. I got something after that, but we kind of already mentioned it. The Brooklyn Nets. We see what Dre thinks about the Nets. Chris mentioned that the defense is the biggest concern. If we look at the Nets, the last couple games, so they just beat the Jazz today, but before that, they had lost to the Wizards and the Hawks in back-to-back games, full roster, everybody healthy.
They didn't care.
They lost to the Grizzlies and they've lost to the Hornets. Some interesting losses to say the least.
They definitely cared.
Every game has been in 100 points, I think, except for one when they didn't score 100. But so there's been some high-scoring games against them. Yeah, man. So, Chris, do you want to expound on why you don't think that their defense is solid? What's going on? I guess not.
I was going to say, going off what Dre said, I mean, DeAndre Jordan is not nearly as good as what he was. They think he's better, and I think, like Dre said, they're only playing the minutes to appease their 2 stars. Hopefully they figure that out. But also, I'm not very high on Jared Allen either, so I don't really see the improvement that big going forward. And I don't know. Just looking in the East, obviously, it's a bigger conference. I'm just worried about where the defense is going to come to be guarding those, the Embiids and the Giannis's of the world. I'm just trying to figure it out. And it's just like, I know it's the regular season, and Dre's like, it doesn't matter, but they're losing against teams that had bad defenses as well. And you can't even – I don't know. It's like losing against the Wizards was a bad loss to me.
But who's guarding Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum?
Nobody.
It's not just the bigs.
Is Torian Prince still on this team?
I'm going to say he's a stopper. Who's he guarding?
I mean, who else?
Their best defender is Kevin Durant, so that's a problem.
That is a problem.
Who coming off an Achilles, which offensively it's not going to affect him, but I think that's where you'll see.
Those shots been buttered.
Yeah, like obviously he's still a bucket. But yeah, for me the problem with the Nets it's a couple problems. One, the defense is butt, and I think that when you're playing teams with the scoring inside that they have, like for instance the Sixers, it's like if the Sixers play the Nets, it's going to be because you can't double. If you double triple team B, he's going to pass that. We're going to hit jumpers. So. And we have people like you have Ben Simmons out there to guard KD, which he's not going to lock him up, but he'll make it tough. And it's like teams can guard them better than they can guard teams. That's the first problem. Second problem is Spencer Dinwiddie being hurt for the season sucks. That kills them. And they're about one more player getting hurt away from it getting slow. Like if Karis LeVert or Joe Harris go outside of Kyrie Irving and KD, if Karis LeVert, Joe Harris.
Hey, Timothy Lawal has been money for them this year.
That won't last. I've seen it. That won't last. Come on.
I mean, he's been hooping, dude. It's about the year for that leap, though. So, I mean, this might be a guy. Not amazing, but just, a real NBA player now. Like a Kentavious Caldwell-Pope level player. Like, I can see that step for him.
I guess.
I don't know. I think Karis LeVert not being – I think Spencer Dinwiddie going down is not as detrimental had it been like a Karis LeVert. I think Karis LeVert is what makes their team go off the bench. I feel like I've been pretty impressed with him over the last, season and a half. So I do think they have potential just to outscore people, honestly, because there's a lot of offensive firepower. So, like, I don't think they'll be nice where they just can't score the ball. So I think they'll be one of the most consistent teams in the playoffs in terms of just, like, getting theirs, So there is that, and that is important.
Man, I don't know about that, Shaka.
You for real? You don't think
No, I think they can score, but I think look at Chris, he making drug deals middle of the pod.
Man.
Get your smoke. Get your smoke. Get your smoke. Shut the door.
Dad, shut the door, bro. What's up, man?
All right.
I guess, bro. So somebody bust in the crib, man.
Anyway, hey, our pod would do numbers, bro. We'll be trending.
I think the problem with it is, bro, is like we've seen straight up ISO basketball does not work in the playoffs, especially when out east you have good defenses. So what happens? We've already seen it before. What happens when KD and Kyrie don't shoot well? Oh. Anyway, what happens when KD and Kyrie don't shoot well?
I don't think that was Rihanna. What you got going on?
So that's why I don't see them getting to the finals, Dre, because it's like
who are they trotting out in the starting lineup right now? Anyway,
it's Kyrie, Timothy.
Who?
It's Kyrie, TLC.
Joe Harris, right?
Joe Harris, KD,
and DeAndre or Jared. Yeah, I said they're playing KD at the 4 exclusively.
Wait, so who was the 3? Joe?
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of scoring. That's a lot of shooting. No, they're gonna be okay. I mean, you want to defend any of this before we move on to the Raptors real quick, Dre, or just any last thoughts?
I stand firm with what I'm saying, bro. Like they have enough talent. Sometimes talent wins, bro. I'm sorry, like talent wins, bro. Like the first year with the Heat, they were like, "Oh, this doesn't do it." They're playing trash and lose to all these people, and they still made it to the finals, bro.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say?
That's what he said about the Clippers. Talent wins. But anyway,
no. Hold on. You brought up who? The Heat? Was that the team you brought up? They had 3 Hall of Fame superstar players. Okay. 3 separate guys who led individual teams to playoffs.
Hey, how much better is Kyrie?
Okay, just real quick. What tandem is better than KD and Kyrie? Go.
AD and LeBron.
In the East. Go.
Probably Joel and Ben Simmons.
No.
Woo!
No.
Honestly, but Kyrie Irving is not.
It's so tough because when Kyrie has been like the guy, he's struggled mightily, and hopefully now he's back in a role where he accepts being.
Well, why is Dre so hurt right now?
Y'all had a whole bunch of that, bro. Talent wins sometimes, bro. Y'all doing way too much.
Sometimes, bro. Sometimes.
When the talent is overwhelming, yes. But bro, like
I don't think it's overwhelmingly worse or overwhelmingly better than Kyrie. Chris and Giannis, bro. Because look, Kyrie Irving.
With Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Drew over like that. KD.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's gonna be the conference finals. That's how I feel like it's gonna be.
Be honest though, because y'all pull on everybody else. Has Kyrie Irving ever been good in the playoffs without LeBron?
No.
But he's been good in the playoffs with 3 seasons with LeBron.
So I'm just saying, when he gets out here in these playoffs and they start throwing, like when they start making him make 15 crossover fadeaways and he has to score like that every time, and then KD has to do 10 crossovers, pull up, and they had to score like that every time. With Joe Harris, we've seen it. With Joe Harris' jump shot, not the same in the playoffs.
Well, you kind of losing me there because Kyrie had to work hard that last year with LeBron in Cleveland. He had to work hard for his baskets. He was off because he had LeBron.
Not like he had.
And who are you doubling off? Like You gonna send two to Kyrie? You gonna blitz him? Like
no, you don't need to though. Here's the thing. I seen Eric Bledsoe handle Kyrie by himself.
You just need
Drew
a big
Holiday's a better
guard.
defender.
You just need a big guard.
Yeah.
You just need a
I mean,
big
you're not
guard.
going. I mean, well, also
I seen Ben Simmons guard Kyrie tight, bro.
Shut down, like he kind of
and
did.
on my take of the conference finals for the Nets. So
You said
okay. Okay, we'll see, bro. We'll see.
I mean, anybody want to put a friendly wager up?
I will. What?
All right, got one. All right, got one. What you put it?
Yours exactly, bitch. I don't know.
We already got 20 for the Suns.
It was 50. It was 50.
Yeah, 50.
It was 50.
Put 100.
I put 50 on that too. I was on that too, right?
Yeah, hold on. Did I bet? Yeah,
no,
bro.
it was just them two.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm all for the 50 piece. That's free money. All right, cool. Hey, Zach, what's up?
I will bet. No, look. No, actually, no. I want to make this bet. If the
Hey, don't bet nothing with Zach
Nets,
because you know he's not gonna pay it up.
No,
Don't even worry your past.
No.
That's fair.
I'll pay people back. I know. I swear.
Kansas City, bro. I
But look, no, I swear to God, I pay people I know.
The bookie didn't gave you more money than anybody has.
Okay, can he whoop me?
He might be able to shoot you though. All right.
Hey,
Speaking of shot, let's talk about the Raptors and get out of here.
Dead then.
Raptors suck. The whole them being the top of the East is over with. It's never gonna happen again.
Fred
I don't know about never again.
Fred should have went to the Knicks, and they'd have been fighting for a playoff spot.
No, you're drunk. Drunk.
No, I'm not drunk.
But now Fred VanVleet is going to turn around the Knicks, him alone?
No, I'm not saying him.
About? Hey, bro, mute Chris Collins. Mute Chris D. Collins. Mute him.
Let me explain. So they're not winning games and playing hard right now. Tibbs is gonna ride the team into the ground until they get in for an 8 spot.
Dude, they're not. They're gonna be lottery. They're a lottery team. Let's be honest. When it all shakes out, I don't care what street they're on right now. Okay?
All three of you niggas hate Julius Randle, right? Right? All three of you niggas, right?
No, I didn't hate Julius. I'm a fan of Julius.
He's a big Dre is.
He's playing like an all-star right now.
Whatever.
So is Colin Sexton.
He's
MVP. Colin Sexton's MVP candidate right now. Slow down. It's okay.
Yeah. Bro, the Knicks suck, man. They're trash.
I will bet you money the Knicks don't finish in the top. No, I'll bet you money the Knicks don't make the play-in.
Okay, to make the play-in? Is the top 12?
That's 10. That's 10.
Oh, it's 10.
Is it 12? That's 12.
I thought it was 12. Is it 12?
Yeah, it's 12.
It's 12.
I'll bet money they're the top 5 worst teams in the league. They're gonna be the top 5 pick in the draft.
I will bet you $20 they won't make the play-in right now. Chris D. Collins.
Is that the top 12?
Yes.
I got to think on this one.
You
they
just
suck.
know.
The Knicks is.
All right.
He just said Fred VanVleet. Hold on, a top 45 player, 40 player in the league was going to take us to the playoffs.
No, you didn't let me finish.
What else is there to say?
I think if you let me finish, I think that Tibbs is going to have the Knicks playing really hard. I think they're going to overachieve, and I feel like
bro? Did you see the Timberwolves? Were they overachieving?
Because they're playing hard. Because they're playing hard. No. He's going to injure Austin. He's going to injure about 5 players.
First off, let's not act like it's some real like it's not questionable dudes over in Minnesota. Okay,
they're better at basketball than the guys in New York. What are you talking about?
And guess what? A bunch of questionable guys. I don't want to speak ill right now of them, but
Andrew Wiggins is
questionable character guy.
He would be the best player on this team.
Who?
Andrew Wiggins.
Yes.
He would not be. No. I can't.
Who's on the team? Alec Burks? I love you, bro. KC.
Julius Randle's better than Andrew Wiggins. I can't go there with you.
I don't think so.
Dre believes it.
Kevin Knox?
Go ahead and say it.
Bro, look.
I'm by myself?
The problem with that argument,
Andrew Wiggins is better.
Julius Randle cannot play in high-leverage basketball situations. Like, bro, Wiggins can't get played off the court. Like an NBA finals situation, he could play in the finals. He wouldn't. I'm not saying you couldn't have him out there as the best player. Obviously, he's not that good. But I'm saying
y'all love Andrew Wiggins, and it has not. I've been loving him.
He's a
I love it.
Man, like, bro.
I'm on Wiggins Island. But I'm saying in a conference finals situation, we're talking way too much about trash bag Julius Randle, by the way. But he would get played off the court. He cannot guard in the pick and roll.
Yeah.
If LeBron James saw Andrew Wiggins Julius Randle in the game, in a playoff game, he's shutting down the offense. He's saying, AD, come here. It's over with. It's like Canner. It's Canner levels.
It's pretty bad, dude. All right, Raptors. Yeah, Pascal. What do you think? He's probably like a B-level player at this point. He was.
Hey, low key, OG Anunoby is playing better than Pascal right now.
Nah, big facts, bro. Look, Pascal looks bad, dude. He hasn't looked good since Christmas last year.
Since Corona.
And before coronavirus,
since he started getting guarded like an all-star.
True. Once he got that notoriety, like I don't think he has that.
Oh, you coming up? All right, we're gonna pay you some respect, and then he couldn't. Bro,
he loved that post spin like Giannis. I mean, like Giannis, but he's not built like Giannis. So
no, the problem with Pascal, he just has no idea what he's gonna do until the moment he gets there. He's dribbling down the court as fast as he can, and he's just like improvising. Like if he spins off somebody, it was an accident. If he crossed somebody, he accidentally did it. Like they reached too hard.
Honestly, this how I feel. I feel like he's too much in his head when he became the guy. You know what I'm saying? When he was like the guy, he was like, all right, I got to make stuff happen. Right? When he was out there just like hooping, he was hooping. But now he's thinking like he got to make stuff happen, and he's not.
He's pressing.
Yeah, he's pressing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Also, he needs like a pick and roll point guard. He needs like a guard like Chris Paul. He needs a point guard like that. Whereas Kyle Lowry is like.
He needs to be a third option. Go ahead, Dre. That's the problem.
Shout out to B.I., bro. Because he's hooping. He looks good. It looks fluid. That boy's a bucket.
So he's nice, bro.
Straight up.
Yeah. Dre caught that. I mean, if the Lakers could have kept him, bro, maybe
they weren't going to keep him, bro.
But I knew he was a bucket, though. I hated to lose him. Because I knew he was going to be nice. But, yeah.
Nah, he's serious, bro. He's very serious.
No, crazy, bro. He's a walking bucket.
That's who we need in Philly to complete the big three. Anyway,
I see the trade for
that would be disgusting.
That would be nasty. But I see the trade for Harden to go to the Raptors for Pascal and Norman Powell.
Why the fuck would Houston do that?
You don't think
Houston do that?
If I'm Houston,
how old is Pascal? 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old James? 31? 30?
Yeah, something like that.
If I'm Houston, this is a sidebar, but I really just wait to see how the Sixers season finishes.
Yeah.
If I'm Houston, I need OG too.
You can't do that. That's too much.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I need. Like Pascal's not doing it for me. So I need Pascal, OG.
2 first, Pascal and Norman Powell? That has to get it.
And OG.
You're not getting OG.
Man, you're not getting.
You might get Terrence Davis.
OG.
Man, the first round picks ain't gonna be that good when Harden go there anyway.
I mean, hey, it is what
it is. You offering me trash. I don't want none of it.
No, I mean, bro, look, Lakers got first round picks up to get Anthony Davis. I mean,
Chris,
they got a superstar in return. It looked like.
Yeah. Well,
as soon as you trade for Harden in a deal with the Raptors, you're basically banking on the fact that he gets out there, he plays out the rest of his contract and leaves. That's why you trade for the first round. That's why you get him like 3 years out.
Yeah, 4 years, 5 years out. I'm going 5 years out.
And that's the scary thing about him going to Philly is like, what if he gets there, him and Embiid don't mesh, and then like
he's up out of there.
And Ben Simmons is like under contract effectively for like the next 7 years to have control over him. But anyway,
hey, so I brought up Houston because our last topic before we get up out of here is probably MIP, most improved candidate and winner, Christian Wood, man. So Christian Wood has been what are the numbers? 23 points per game, 24, 10 rebounds, shooting. He's actually shooting like trash from three. Only 27%, but he's like 55% from the field. I mean, is there anybody else that's going to look like they're going to be able to take away this probable most improved award for him? I mean, he's looking pretty solid, man.
Sexton, that's about it.
Sexton?
I mean, right now, as of now. I mean, Sexton's averaging 25 points per game. He's 25 points per game on like 54% from three, 55% from the field. It's probably not going to last. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but yeah.
As currently constructed, are the Rockets a top 4 seed in the West?
I say 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Yep.
If Harden buys in. And honestly, if they make like 2 more trades, they can really push for contention if everyone buys in.
But John Wall's look nice over there, bro. Like, he looks like he's committed again.
Yeah, no. Wall looks good. Christian Wood obviously looks good. Boogie looks good in spurts.
No.
That boy got ejected in 2 minutes to play last. last
Yeah,
night.
I'm just saying he looked good in the Spurs though. Like when he actually plays down in his feelings and he's like actually like in semi decent shape, he's terribly out of shape. Just looking at him, I'm down the court. I'm in court. But once he actually like gets himself gets to game shape, that could be a potentially good move because like as far as like fluidness, his shot, post moves, and defense looks a little shaky, but it's decent enough to where it's respectable. So I like the Boogie pickup, especially for the Heat.
He's the offensive Dwight Howard.
I think John Wall too is gonna make it hard for like guys like Dame just to have like to do whatever they want. He's a handful because he's gonna guard guys like Dame and Jamal Murray. On the offensive side, he's gonna make them guard. Like he's gonna put pressure on the basket. So it's gonna be like they can't just have a cakewalk out there. So it's gonna be interesting. Also, he's like a different like change of pace guard from Chris Paul. Like, he's gonna be way more aggressive. And then for Russell Westbrook, he just shoots better than Russell Westbrook. Like John Wall's not a world beater out there. He's more consistent in terms of hitting open shots.
Right now, it don't look that way.
I don't think Russell's shooting had nothing to do with them losing, though, honestly. Like, the Rockets had shooting.
I think Russ just imploded, though. It's just kind of like he lost the rhythm once he went out. It was hard for him to get back into the
I would say it wasn't the shooting. It was the turnovers.
I wouldn't say he imploded. He just was coming off an injury. It's hard to get back in the rhythm.
Well, I think it's also, too, because he was playing unorthodox. Like, he wasn't playing traditional point guard in terms of, like, style. Whereas John Wall is way more able to just be, like, a regular point guard. They were running Russ like a power forward out there. They come off of screens and stuff. Flex cuts. It was kind of weird. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Christian Wood balling. Just wanted to shout him out. Sexton, of course. Colin Sexton and Darius Garland. They've been hooping.
Stop calling him Sexton. That makes me uncomfortable.
I just want to shout out Julius Randle, 22, 11, and 7.
Dude, Julius Randle should not be mentioned in this pod ever again.
50% from the field and 40% from 3.
All right. On that note, I don't think I have anything else. Anything else for y'all?
If I see you in the street, Julius Randle, I'm smacking the taste out of you. I said,
what's up with you, bro?
Hey, Julius, I'm just playing, bro. You like 6'9". You will handle me. So I'm just
He's definitely flexing on that.
He's way too big. I wouldn't even try that.
He's in great shape now. Not as good shape as Lakers, but better.
He's in better shape than me, regardless. That's
me too. He is an NBA athlete.
Yeah.
Only person in worse shape is probably Jared Dudley. So.
Jared,
I'm in ballpark with him. I'm in the ballpark with him.
Facts. We all are. We good. We can beat him in the race for sure. So.
And on that note, it's been the League of NBA Pod. Follow us on all socials at the League NBA Pod.
Y'all know what it is.
Check out the video episode at Rise Media on YouTube. And signing out.
Let's go.
See y'all next time.